Hey, it's Sullivan and welcome back to another video. This is a little bit of a different video. It is actually a vlog video, however I am filming this at the end of the week. The reason I'm filming it at the end of the week is because I decided about halfway through the week to start vlogging, and so I filmed without any kind of context as to what was happening. So I thought it made sense to do a little kind of intro video just to explain what's going on. It's Wednesday, I'm wearing the same clothes as Monday. I didn't film anything yesterday because today was the first day that I decided to turn this into a vlog for one of my video weeks. Oops. I've had a bit of an unproductive morning, so I just did a load of ring fit to kind of make me feel like I did achieve something, so that was good. It's a little bit later in the day, it's 1:15. I've had some lunch and I'm waiting for the Pokemon announcement. So at 2 PM today they're announcing something for Pokemon. They did a massive announcement last week and they said they were announcing something else this week. So I've got 45 minutes before that start. I've got some artwork that I want to do this afternoon, which I will show you guys now, my thoughts. This watercolour piece here, I did a couple of years ago and I've always called it the Guardian Wolf. Now, the other day I actually found out that my spirit animal are wolves, which makes a lot of sense. There's a lot of similarities, funnily enough, between wolves and myself. So I kind of want to redesign this character. Just it still looks stunning, it still looks lovely and everything. I'm sure a lot of people will say there's nothing wrong with it. I can see a couple of flaws and stuff that I'd like to tweak. So I have been doing a bit of character redesign. So I just started doing some wolves, just not really thinking about it and just seeing what came on the paper, what felt natural to me. So, and also sort of working on eyes because some of these eyes just didn't look very good. These ones are kind of okay. I've ended up going for this sort of eye here. It just sort of seemed the most natural to me and suiting. They just need to be a little bit smaller, so and not as goofy as that. But yeah, this sort of style of wolf just came really naturally to me when I was drawing. I didn't have to think about it too much. It was very simple, kind of easy, something that I could do quite a lot of. And that's what I'm trying to work with my art at the moment, is just what comes to me easily and naturally, which is what art should be. So I started looking at some more feathers, did some sort of feather sketches and stuff. Again, just sort of doing them loosely and seeing what came naturally. I've never been great at drawing roses, so I've tried drawing some roses. I basically saw this on Pinterest. So this is actually the back of someone's head, if you can imagine. And then they had a lot more than this, but they basically had a band with these beads and these braids of string here that had two large feathers connected to them, and then they had loads of feathers like flowing through their hair. So I was trying to work out what would look natural on a wolf, and I thought like the single band probably would look the most natural, and then I thought about, obviously I'll have the feathers, and then the beads I thought could be roses instead. So I've tried drawing some roses and seeing what works. This was actually a tutorial for YouTube that someone did for kids, and well, it definitely works. Looking back on it now, it looks pretty good. So I tried it again and it worked again. So this is what I've come up with. I'll show you my sort of ideas. So yeah, you've got the band and then the two sort of hanging, so I thought either side, like that. So this was sort of a rough, loose sketch without sort of thinking, without any references and stuff. That's what I came up with. And then this was with a reference. And I was really thinking about the markings and stuff. So I definitely want the eyebrows. And then I like this sort of patch around the eye. And I actually found a wolf on one of those copyright-free photo websites online, had this wolf that had like these orange markings. So like the eyes were orange, or around the eyes were orange. They had some orange tufts up here. The inside of their ears were orange, and then these bits were orange. So they almost looked like a Malamute as well as a wolf. It was definitely a wolf, it wasn't an Eskimo dog or anything. And then I started like loosely putting sort of other markings here. Now one thing I do want to keep is I've got on this sort of very dark area here. So I'm sure that must have been a marking before. So I want to have that marking in here to sort of pay homage to the original piece. So I'm going to scan this because I'm really happy with this, how this looks. This is a good sketch that I'm happy with. I'm going to scan it and blow it up to A4, and I was thinking of doing it digitally to practice my digital art, because I've never actually done any proper courses in digital art. I've just played around with it, and I just don't seem very confident with it. I do all these artworks, and I'm sure again people will see my art and go, but you can do digital art quite well. And like, I've given my portfolios in places before and they've said, oh, your digital art is a lot stronger, you use a lot of shading and stuff. Again, I don't feel confident with a style of using digital art. It doesn't come naturally to me, so I want to do some practicing. So I thought this would be a good area to start. I was thinking, oh, you know, I could just do this in alcohol markers with fine liners, so it looks similar to that one again. Excuse the glare, because that's what I'm used to. But if I could find a way to copy that as digital art, that would be really handy. So I'm going to do some experimentation and stuff. So I thought if I scan it, tidy up the line work and everything, and I could just practice different ways of colouring and see what happens. It's Thursday and we are currently dealing with a bit of a heat wave. We're trying to keep cool and stuff. I managed to do some base colours on the wolf last night, so I thought I would share that with you guys now. Yeah, so these are the base colours that I'm using. I'm going to go in and shade it now. So this is what I've got so far. I'm going to call this experiment 1. So I've pretty much just copied what I did traditionally. So I did like this weird sort of wash in the background, and then I went over with like a kind of pencil fine liner type brush to do all the brush strokes. It looks fine, but it's not what I want. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to have a look at some sort of digital art styles that I like and work from there. better, but it's still not a style I'm happy with. I know I could do better. It doesn't really work with the line art. I'd have to have a completely lineless style in order for this to work, so I'm going to try again. I'm finally done. I'm happy. I really need to practice backgrounds. That is my next thing on my agenda because I just couldn't get it right. In the end, I ended up just getting like a background of a forest, blowing it up so it was really pixelated and just sort of like painting over certain areas. And so it's got this kind of weird like painterly watercolour effect, which does look cool, but obviously I'm not learning anything from that, so that's not really beneficial. Anyway, let me show you. So this is the finished piece. I think the colour of the background goes pretty well with the overall piece anyway. It kind of shows the shadow and stuff, so overall I'm pretty happy. I will actually put a overlay of what it looks like on screen because my camera is completely showing different colours. I'm really happy with that. I'll probably make this into stickers at some point, but I will definitely be doing prints of this. I've had people say it would look pretty good on like notebooks and things as well, so I might kind of have a dabble, might try and put it on some bookmarks and stuff. But yeah, we'll start off with prints and see where we go from there.